Halloween is dead. Only Dragon Harvest Festival. Yeah, Halloween has been replaced.
Affirmative.
Halloween is no longer needed. The second worst holiday of the year. Oh my god, I can't believe you just referenced that again. How dare you? Nimblerat said that Halloween was the worst holiday. Halloween is the worst holiday. Who are you people? I can't believe this. Oh no! I spoiled it. Did anyone see that on my screen? Alright, here we go. We got it. So not a demote.
Believe it or not, I've been to a similar festival in my own world.
I wonder if Corrin will be the demote again. Yeah, this checks out. Negating Fang, attack speed, finish. Jesus Christ. Base skills. She has 3 tier 4 skills and also a perf special. Nils? So he's not the demote either. Okay.
Is this how wizards really dress? I love the hat.
Pretty cool. Distance stance. Another tier 4 dragon skill on B-Slide, okay. 2 dragons. Yeah, we're 2 for 2 so far.
Trick or treat!
I definitely see us getting more dragons. That's not Nils. Is that Nagi?
Costume. I've never donned such clothing before.
Oh, it's Naga.
Does it look strange?
She's the demo. That's so weird. Isn't that weird? She has attack Resrain too. She has like a weird thing on her sprite too. Oh, it actually happened.
When we could enjoy ourselves like this.
Indeed, it is truly a wonder.
Duma looks so funny. It actually happened. People speculated that we might get the Milla Duma duo. That's actually really neat. Looks like he has a defensive special or something. Not quite. Yeah, so Nils is looking like it's going to be our Tempest Trials unit. I feel like Duma has the potential to be a very strong unit. Rip the combined 6 Kana fans, yeah. What's that? You want more Corrins? Yeah, there's Nils. I spotted him. Yeah, man, individually the characters and units are all cool, but it is too bad that we got another year of freaking Dragon Halloween. I had faith that they wouldn't do it again, but they did. So, I don't know, maybe these banners just sell really well, and that's why they keep doing it. Like, they're gonna start running out of dragons, right? Oh, Nils is up here. He's the Tempest Trials unit. He's got big HP, it looks like, for an infantry dancer. Seems like people are excited and interested in the individual characters at least. They knew Naga was a demote of a mythic, oof. Yeah, they're witches, but they're also dragons, it's whatever. It happened last year too with Rhea, right? It's like there's no reason for her to not be a tome unit, but they made her a dragon. Like even in 3 houses she uses tomes, right? Good art, will free summon, probably use a TT orbs towards it. Yeah, and I mean these are going to be some high value units probably, just judging from female Corrin's base kit, which looks insane. Even Naga as a demote seems pretty good. Oh, she has an inheritable breath. That's kind of interesting. It probably means she's not going to be as good. Yeah, personally I will not be pulling because, as always, I'm still in saving mode. However, that could change, depending on what we see here. How many Corrins are in the game now? Like 12? Oh well. They're popular. And people wanted this Corrin alt specifically, so I'm not complaining. People wanted Halloween Corrin for a while, so I'll allow it. Moonlight Stone. XY special trigger. At the start of turn 1, if foes attack and trigger special, grant special cooldown count -2. If foe initiates combat, or foe's HP greater than 75. Grant attack, speed, defense, res +5. Grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack, per unit's attack. And inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. And reduces damage dealt to unit by 8 when foes attack trigger special. So it's kind of like Shield Pulse, except it's on her perf weapon. And it gives 8 instead of 5. Seems good. Seems pretty overtuned actually, because she's gonna be, I'm guessing she's gonna be activating negating thing just over and over again. Although, grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per unit attack. So that's actually kind of interesting. I guess it works out because like if she initiates, she charges her special, and then when she gets hit on retaliation, then her negating thing is ready. Yeah, this is just a big fodder unit in general. Joint drive attack, to be fair, is still pretty good. Yeah, Ninjorn had a joint drive attack. Speaking of ninjas, isn't it weird how like sometimes Fae will do something completely different? Like this year they did the Thieves banner. It's like they'll experiment sometimes, and then other times they just fall back into doing exactly what they did before, like with this. Just an observation I made. It's fine. And then I suppose we know what attack speed finish 4 does. I think this will almost always be active for her because of her negating thing. So she gets +5 damage, she gets 7 HP after combat. This seems like a very stacked unit, and she's infantry too. So I think she's going to be really strong. Really good in Pawns of Loki. I think all these units are going to be good in Pawns of Loki. Because they're all dragons. There's a Halloween Grima in my friends list that is so goated in Pawns of Loki. He's like a near save unit, and he just retaliates with a special and like heals himself every time. Anyway. Like I said, female Corrin really good. Big day for Corrin fans. Should probably score as well too in Arena, so. And you can just slap on the dragon distant counter seal. I don't know, on one hand I appreciate that the dragon sprites, like, they keep some semblance of the Halloween costume on them, like it's a cute detail. But also it's like, if they're gonna be in combat, wouldn't you prefer them to just be in like, in this form right here? Before they transform? I don't know. What I'm saying is, it's lame that literally every Halloween unit for the past 3 years has been a dragon. Except for Sophia, I guess. And maybe one other. Then we have male Corrin. Infantry green dragon. This is kinda similar to the Adrift banner, except now they kinda swapped colors. The green infantry dragon with Starlight Stone. Excellent special trigger. If foe initiates combat or foe's HP greater than 75, grants attack +6 to unit, inflicts attack -6 on foe, inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack, restores 7 HP to unit when unit deals damage, and also, if foe can make a follow-up attack, reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 75%. So I'm guessing he'll be really slow, which is kind of interesting. And he comes with this in stance, which is really good fodder. I think right now it's just Fae that has that, so that's nice. So Dragon's Ire 4 is new. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25 and inflicts attack res -4, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and also if foe initiates combat, neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks. I think maybe they made the HP condition easier to meet, and they slapped on this attack res -4. So, it's pretty good. I don't use dragons that much. Like, I don't have any units that actually use Dragon's Wrath or Dragon's Ire. But I imagine they're good. Yeah, he'll definitely be a tank. He's got guard, he's got HP on every hit. He's proccing Moonbow every combat because he only has 1 cooldown. He also has 75% damage reduction, which is substantial. So this is a weird one. Halloween Naga. A flying, colorless dragon. I want to see this ghost in her sprite again. It just looked interesting to me. It like jumps up. Maybe with all of the dragon banners, they're trying to tell me something. All of them have breath weapons. Faye is telling me to breathe more while I read weapon descriptions. Rally up attack plus on a demo is pretty neat. Attack res catch 3, I don't think that's on a Grail unit yet, so that's also good. Her whole skill set is pretty good for a demo. It's just that you can only get 1 or 2 skills at a time. Serenity Breath. If foe initiates combat, or foe's HP grade 75. Inflicts attack res -5 on foe. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack, and that's it. So, pretty tame. I think there may even be better inheritable breaths already, right? Well, hey, attack res rain on a demo is pretty cool. That's pretty tempting, actually. If I were to pull for anything, maybe I'd pull for Naga, just to see if I can get an easy attack res rain fodder. And finally... This is, for me, this is kind of a deja vu of when we got duo Thor and Loki, because it was just something that people kind of saw coming, and then it just happened. It's like, oh yeah, it would kind of make sense if they did this for summer, and also Halloween. You know what they haven't done for Halloween yet, which is surprising, is like Halloween Hell. Since we got a Surtur alt last year, I thought for sure we'd get a Hell alt eventually. But no, Hell's not a dragon, so that's not gonna work. Alright, Duma is a armored red dragon. I think Hell has her fans. And I mean, you could say the same thing about Surtur. And he's still got an alt. Ghostly Lanterns. So a special trigger. It's just on every weapon now. Every single weapon has this. Is there... All of the perf weapons on this banner have this auxiliary special trigger. It's kind of annoying. Well, whatever. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25, grants attack +6, inflicts attack -6 on foe, neutralizes effects that guarantee foe's follow-up attacks, foe cannot make a follow-up attack, and also, if foe's attack can trigger their special, and unit's res is greater than foe's res +5, and inflicts special cooldown count +1 on foe before foe's first attack. So it's just like Brave Tiki. I'm surprised they brought back this effect so quickly, because it was unique to Tiki for a couple minutes, and now it's not. I guess Duma does have a slightly harder time activating it, because he does need to have more res. Like a lot more res. Pretty good perf. I think that special cockblock effect is really good, and maybe a little underrated. Distant Ferocity. So this is a new distant counter skill that just gives you attack +5, which is really good. What does Distant Storm do? Does Distant Storm give you more defense and that's the benefit? I'm kind of curious if Distant Storm has any potential advantage over this. Wait, yeah, okay, so Distant Storm, distant counter, and at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25, grants attack +5 during combat, but after combat, deals 5 damage to unit. So this is just better than Distant Storm. Thank you for following, Aka Vichi. I appreciate it. So this is really kind of lame. We've gotten these types of skills before with like defense +5 or res +5, but never attack or speed. If it has attack or speed on it, they usually have like recoil damage or something. So I guess this was inevitable, but poor Sita with Distant Storm. Poor anybody who pulled for Legendary Sita to give them Distant Storm, to give their units Distant Storm. Of course, he has Dragon Wall, and he has a perf C slot. At start of turn 1, deals 7 damage to all foes. Reduces damage from foes' attack. First attack during combat. by percentage equal difference between unit's attack and foe's attack, plus difference between foe's max HP and foe's current HP, times 3. Literally just give me a math equation, it would be easier to read. If a foe uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff, oh wow. Oh no, that's what I was afraid of. If a foe uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff and initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces, triggers Savior. Wow. Another perf Savior skill. Yeah, he's going to be really good. Yeah, and he gets this damage reduction on every combat for the first attack. Max 30. So like... Oh, well, hold on. Oh, this is not percentage-based damage reduction. Wow. So, I don't think you can pierce this with Deadeye. He's really good. He is annoyingly good. Personally, I feel a little cynical when, like, they come up with a new skill effect that's popular and strong, and then they release it multiple times in short succession. That's like what's happening with this true damage reduction they've been doing. With Asker and Brave Dimitri and now Duma. It's like 2 gods slapped together with duct tape. Yeah. Duma will be really good. He'll definitely be a tier 1 unit. And he'll be really good in Pawns of Loki. Oh yeah, and he has this. Duo skill neutralizes any penalty, restores 30 HP, and grants neutralizes foes bonuses during combat for 1 turn to unit and allies within 5 rows and 5 columns. That's a huge range, isn't it? Seems pretty good to me. Seems good for summoner duels as well, just to wipe out any debuffs on you at the start of turn. Reacting to Gotcha is kind of funny, like, yeah, of course, the new thing is going to be good. Yeah, like, we kind of go through the same song and dance every time. It's like, yeah, this unit will be good, this unit will be good. It's like occasionally I can point out something where it's like, oh, well, but they have this drawback you have to look out for. Have you ever thought about how, like, or have I ever thought about how I'm basically just doing, like, extra marketing for FEH? Because I do the reaction, and I'm like, these units are really good. Yeah, Duma's really good. You don't need me to tell you that, though. That makes me feel better, is the fact that, like, obviously you don't need me to tell you that these units are good. I have a sneaking suspicion that the salt thread on the subreddit will have more comments than the hype thread. The salt thread, oh, okay, they're kind of more comparable than usual. 151 to 83. Yeah, I mean, that's about what I expected. I don't think his perf even gives him stats. Like, this is all just his base stat line. It's kind of nuts. He has base 46 attack? What the fuck? He has a lot of HP, too. This is a very min-maxed unit. This is actually kind of nuts. Alright, I guess we'll check out the salt thread, as is tradition. I mean, we already know what they're gonna say. Corrin isn't being drawn by Sencha for once, is the true shock. Yeah. I go back and forth on that, because it's like, it's kind of neat when they keep the same artist for the same unit, like multiple times. But also the variety is always fun too. It's like, I'm glad that Micaiah gets different artists. 19 speed, slow down Sonic. He's really fast, you just gotta buff up his speed a little bit. Can the Corrin stop getting ults together? It's so annoying seeing the same character make up half the banner. I can vibe with that. But they're really popular characters, so I get it. They space out the Corrins. We get a pair of 2 every year. It's pretty frequent. I kind of agree. It's a lot. If the Corrins were COL contenders, they certainly are not now. That's kind of an interesting thing with the Corrins. It's like they're popular, but also they haven't won CYL yet. I don't know what that says about them. It's like Camilla won. She's a Fates character, but the Corrins have not. Male Corrin in particular, I don't think has gotten even close. Female Corrin is like top 10 usually. Another boring ass year of dragons, and they couldn't even finish the Goldowans. That's right, we didn't get any Goldowans this year. What the heck? Where's Gareth? Now I'm salty too. Salty. Gareth should have been the Tempest Trials unit. I'm so mad. Or Almeida. Almeida would have been cool too. Or Rajaon. The second name you said? Rajaon. Rajaon is Kurth Naga's brother. Almeida? What's wrong with Almeida? You got a problem with Almeida? Because if you do, that's understandable. She's not a very likable character, to be honest. Who is Almeida? She's Peleus' mom from Radiant Dawn. Never heard of her? That's kind of funny. Almeida is like, out of all the plot relevant characters in Radiant Dawn, she's like not particularly memorable. Seems like a lot of people are excited about the Duma-Milla duo, so good for them. I'm happy about them, but only if someone in my friends list can get me that plus 10 Duma for Pawns of Loki. That will be a lot of fun. What's this? I'm dying, Squirtle. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you go by this, it would appear that the Corrins, yeah, they outnumber the rest. But if you cut them in half, then they're just in line with the others. This does kind of illustrate that, like, they definitely see the two Corrins as different characters. Same for Robin. Banners like this, they kind of make me wish they did more with, like, the dialogue between the seasonal characters. Because, like, I don't know, it'd be kind of neat if, like, Naga could interact with Duma and Milla, right? More so than just one paralogue, or one Tempest Trials conversation. Oh, you know what, though? There was one, like, duo concept that people brought up that I was kind of interested in seeing for this banner. It would have been Blaine and Sedith. I thought that would have been cool, but whatever. I'll take Duma and Milla as well. That's going to be it for me. It'll probably take me a day to edit and upload this reaction, so if you watch it a day late, I appreciate you. Join the Discord to keep up with updates. Usually if I stream, I say so in the Discord. Follow on Twitter, subscribe, and that's going to be it for me. So have a good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out.